So we're going to work on solving polynomial equations. I'm going to go back to the very first polynomial equation you learned how to solve, and it was something that made you look like this. So notice this is an x to the first power problem. So it's odd. The graph should look something like this. The ends are going different directions. That's positive, so it should be going up. If I solve this, I could minus 1 from both sides and divide by 2. So I would say x equals 4. So notice whenever there's a number right here, and this is an x to the first problem, I get one solution. We just did an entire section where we had something like x squared plus 7x plus 12 equals 0. And we found that if it was an x squared problem and I wanted to solve, I had to factor because it was set equal to 0. And this went to x plus 3, x plus 4, so x is negative 3 and x is negative 4. Notice two solutions. It was an x squared problem. Now, you always get two solutions. We had it sometimes where we would get the same number, but we would still have two solutions. It would just be happening twice. So if I'm going to introduce to you this problem today, x cubed minus 3x squared, let's think about what our degree of our polynomial tell us. This was degree 1, we had one solution. This was degree 2, we had two solutions. So what do you think is going to happen if we have a polynomial of degree 3? You're right, 3 solutions. So because this one is set equal to 0, I know that I can factor to find those solutions. This is going to factor by pulling out a GCF. So if I pull out an x squared, I'm left with x minus 3. So really what I have here is x times x minus 3. So that means that x equals 0, or x equals 0, or x equals 3. Notice I got 3 solutions, so I would have 3 roots, 3 x-intercepts, 3 zeros. We call them all the same. So I have 3 solutions here. It just happens that this solution is the same answer, but I still have 3 solutions. It was an x to the third problem. So let's go and do one like this. X to the third plus 2x squared minus x equals 2. This one is of degree 3. So how many answers should we have? You're right, 3. And so in order to solve this one, I need to set it equal to 0. So x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Notice this time I have 4 terms. So in order to solve it, I'm going to have to factor by grouping. Because there's a minus here, I'm going to bring down the minus sign. What do these two have in common? X squared. So what's left is x plus 2. Here, what do they have in common? Nothing. So I have to have a 1 here. So what's left is x plus 2. If you struggle with this, you may want to go back in Canvas and watch some of the videos from factoring day 1 and factoring day 2. I think it's around section 5.2. All right, now I'm looking at these two terms. What do they have in common? An x plus 2. And what's left is an x squared minus 1. But this x squared minus 1 factors again. It's the difference of 2 squares. So it goes to x plus 1 and x minus 1. So this means that x plus 2 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0, or x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals negative 2 is a solution, x equals negative 1 is a solution, and x equals positive 1 is a solution. So that means that if I go up here and I put negative 2 in for x, I should get 2. If I take negative 1 and put it in for x, I should get 2. If I put positive 1 in for x, I should get 2. These are the 3 solutions that make this a true statement.